Hello and welcome. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is the 28th day of July 2021. I am your Grumpy Guide to all things gaming, the old GGM. And it's Wednesday, which means it's time to take a look at the RPG Print news. The following products are tentatively scheduled to be released this week and on the shelves of your friendly local game store. That's Cess Games and Anime here in Ventura. But I cannot guarantee that these dates are correct due to the shipping issues because of COVID and post-COVID. And as we've discussed previously, there are literally shipping containers worth of products sitting on the docks waiting for the boats and the various other methods of transportation to catch up because basically we're a year behind. So although these titles are tentatively scheduled to be released, also take that with a grain of salt because everything's sort of late-ish. I apologize. Anyways, with that said, here we go. From Frog God Games for Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, Pathfinder, and Swords and Wizardry, we have Temple of Dagon for all of those, and The Fiend of Turlin's Well for all of those. These are both adventures designed to work with any of those three systems, which is strange because they're so drastically different between Dungeons & Dragons 5th, Pathfinder 1st, and Swords and Wizardry. So I guess they are system generic with, I don't know how that works because Swords and Wizardry and Dungeons & Dragons 5th are completely different in Pathfinder, but whatever. They have some adventures out called Temple of Dagon for character level 6 through 8, and The Fiend of Turlin's Well for characters 1 through 2. They are $24.99, and they have them released in all three formats, it looks like. So if you want to get a D&D adventure, a Pathfinder adventure, a Swords and Wizardry adventure, it looks like that's what they're doing. Or not. I don't know. I don't really understand this. From Crucible 7 for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, we have Middenheim, City of the White Wolf. This is a $40 book exploring the center of the Warhammer Fantasy Role-Playing universe, the Middenheim City, and all the politics and prestige and stuff and shenanigans that go on in that place. From Mongoose Publishing for the Traveler RPG, we have Aliens of Chartered Space Volume 1. This details several of the spacefaring cultures that exist in the Traveler RPG universe that aren't just humans. And from EN Publishing, we finally have released the Awful Cheerful Engine. We have the introduction to the Awful Cheerful Engine. We have Spirits of Manhattan. We have Montana Drones and the Raiders of the Cutty Shark. We have Strange Science, and we have Beam Me Up. Those are all adventures for Awful Cheerful Engine. And then, of course, we have the introduction, the Awful Cheerful Engine. The Awful Cheerful Engine is a cinematic tabletop role-playing game of comedic action, cinema, and cartoon mayhem that has been advertising the fuck out of itself for the last year. And finally, it is available along with several of the adventures. Spirits of Manhattan, obviously a Ghostbusters send-off. Montana Drones and the Raiders of the Cutty Shark, obviously a pulp action Indiana Jones type thing. We've got Strange Science, which is obviously a send-up of both Stranger Things and stuff like that. And Beam Me Up, which is, of course, a send-up of several of the space adventures. So it's a generic system that you can do lots of goofy type role-playing game, very lighthearted. And then it already has several editions out available for it of different type of adventure settings. From Renegade Games, we have Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition, Camellia Sourcebook 2nd Edition, and Arnarch Sourcebook 2nd Printing. So this is for the storytelling system, Vampire the Masquerade. Renegade Games, I guess, currently is holding the property rights. I can't tell because it seems like at least 3 different companies have the rights to Vampire now. I don't know. Anyways, Renegades Games is putting out Vampire under, I don't know if it's the same PIP D10 system or a different system, but if you're looking for the latest version of Vampire the Masquerade, check it out. And that is it for product being released this week. A slow week considering we were deep into the July con season. I guess the big one is Awful Cheerful Engine, since they've been, just advertising the heck out of this product for the past year. Now we're finally going to get to see it. I hope it lives up to all the hype. I'd hate to see that after all that, it turns out it sucks. Anyways, that's it. If any of those products sound like something you want to pick up, head on over to your friendly local game store, that's CES Games and Anime here in Ventura, and ask them to get it for you or order it for you or see if it's available. Till next time, I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the OG GM. If you appreciate my content and want to hear more, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, help me hit 1,000 subs by the end of the decade. No, I'm not asking for much anymore. We were hoping to get 475 by my birthday, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. So just if you feel like subscribing and supporting this channel, please do. Until next time, stay warm, stay dry, stay happy, stay awesome, and stay off my land, you damn meddling kids.